Now, Daniel, thank you for you know, not hitting the golf ball into the studio.
Hey, how's it going, Daren? Thanks
So
for having me on.
yeah, no problem. So I know you're out on the course, so I appreciate you coming on. I'm assuming since you're in a good mood, you didn't lose 30 balls.
Not too many, but I love Pro Kalawao. It's my favorite course here in Oahu, and yeah, it's a little rainy, but I had a great time regardless.
Well, when it's a little rainy over there, it gets a little mushy, and it gets to the point where I don't even want to chase the ball. Now, sadly, I have to chase the ball because I can't hit it straight. But that's a different story for a different time. We got you on here to talk about basically. And again, it's such a long name. I got to make sure I think of it. The Keep It Aloha Card Show, that is
Keep It Aloha Card Show. Yes.
officially round 2 this Friday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So it's Friday, June 5th, from 2 o'clock to 9 p.m. Family friendly. Bring the family, the kids. Yeah. I mean, this is a really fun event that we like. Kamaka and I, we got together and we wanted to do something for the Pokemon community because it's just been so good to us. And shout out to you, Daren. You were actually the first vendor that gave my son a little, section at your table, and he got a taste of vending. And since then, he's really figured out how to be a vendor, and he's done multiple shows now and made honestly like thousands of dollars. But we wanted to do something for the community. You want to give back. And the first show we did, we tried to do the first free event. And yeah, it was great. We saw it at our kakako. Went really well. We had over 5,000 people show up, over 70 vendors, and yeah, it was a blast. So excited to do our second one, and Salt just announced that we are able to do this show to the end of the year now. So we're going to be doing a monthly show first weekend of every single month. But it's been really cool seeing the community respond to this.
No, that's awesome. I mean, last time, if I remember correctly, you guys had Tamua out there talking about his new line and everything of stuff. Is there a special appearance going to be made by somebody this time? You guys even had live entertainment last time.
Well, if Daren's there,
hold on.
From ESPN Radio,
I can tell you a lot of listeners here don't think anything of me except free advice. So yeah.
Well, I think you're pretty awesome, man.
I appreciate
and honestly,
that.
All the listeners, like Daren's been such a great source of information, and honestly, Daren, like some of the beginnings of what this Keep It All Card Show was intended to be was some of the things that we had discussed, because it was such like an intimidating thing for my son and I to kind of go to these shows and learn like about cards, but him learning from you and also this show and learning how to collect and how to invest, that's really what we're passionate about, is like figuring out how to create an environment where we can kind of give people the opportunity to not only collect cards but also vend. And one of the things that we were trying to do, maybe we're not doing special appearances. I mean, Kamaka will be there, and I think a couple other people will be coming out. And yeah, Tumua, he came out to our last show. But really what's special is like we really want these kids to come out and learn how to not only collect but invest in cards. And I feel like this is one of the most powerful tools in Hawaii that we can participate in to really understand how to invest and how to understand, like, become financially literate. Because when you buy these cards, you hold on to them. Learning a lot from you too. I should have bought more Shohei cards, Daren. You told me I should have bought the 10s. I was wrong. People, you should listen to Daren. No, but you know what I mean? Like, I think it's been so amazing for my 16-year-old son. He started collecting more serious about 2 to 3 years ago. And, I hope that we can, provide the same experience for these other kids to come by. And, I think a lot of the vendors are very open to share their knowledge and wisdom with these kids, and, adults too. And not that, we say family friendly, we want people from all ages to come, but we really want to create an environment that, cultivates learning, growing, and just building the community together and coming together as a TCG community and just collectibles in general.
Well, I think that area, I mean, it really lends itself to that, right? There's so many people that live in the area that you're talking about, really quite a great opportunity to just kind of walk on down, right?
Yeah. I mean, Salt is such a great spot right there in Kaka'ako. We got the whole barn, so it's covered, and there's a ton of food there. We'll be doing a lot of giveaways as well. So, yeah, we have some of the top vendors, that show up, and the reality of it is we just started, right? So
Right.
the idea was with Kamaka was he wanted to do a community event, and I had talked to him, and we were thinking about just doing a meet and greet, or maybe even a live podcast or something at Salt. And I've been in the community for a bit. My son has been vending, and I just realized like how amazing the community is. There's a vendor community, a collector community, and like even these young kids like learning about cards. Like, and it's just an amazing group of people that show up, and there's just so much. So much interest in it right now. So one of the things that we've been saying is like meeting the community where culture is at. And right now, I don't think that we just want to do Pokemon cards and TCG cards forever. Like Kamaka and I have talked about doing more events around maybe even music and art and other cultural things. But we feel like culture right now in Hawaii, TCG is where it's at right now. I mean, why not try to, be present and bring the community together around where they're interested in? So, that's kind of why we created like the TCG components of it. And man, the turnout was incredible. The feedback was amazing, and we're hoping to, do more for the community. And the great thing is, Collector sponsored the first event. The Collector app that everyone uses to kind of price out their cards. So we got in touch with Collector. They sponsored the first event, and we're excited to announce that they've decided to sponsor the second event as well. So we'll be getting up. Yeah, so they've sponsored it. We'll be able to provide more giveaways, and it helps to kind of pay for the event.
Sure.
But the idea is to keep the cost down for vendors. Hopefully, maybe even free. Maybe for new vendors. Like we have this idea of doing a Kiki program of doing something for the kids, and
That'd be awesome.
we can teach them how. Yeah, something like that. But Darren, we talked about this in the past, and it's kind of cool seeing it come to fruition.
Well, no, absolutely. We're talking to Daniel Kim from the Keep It Aloha Collectible Show, and again, easiest way to find information on this. What's the best way for them to follow you guys?
You can go to keepitalohaevents.com, or you could follow on Instagram Keep It Aloha Events as well.
And Kamaka Diaz, for those that don't know, I mean, we've had him on the show, one of the largest podcasts out there, and quite frankly, been doing it across the state. So it's really cool that he's doing this show right here at Salt, right down in Kakako. So if you live in the area, come on by after work, right?
Yeah, we'd love to have you. It's just been really fun seeing the community get involved, and we have been talking to more sponsors that we've been sharing the vision of just bringing the community together. And hey, if I could just plug this, and Daren's in this book too, but we wrote a book called From Cards to Capital, and it just kind of talks about going from cards and developing capital, but really how TCG cards could really teach investment, or like investment principles. So, and I want to say thank you, Daren, for being a part of that book as well, and really seeing the vision of hopefully transforming the future of Hawaii. I really do think that some of the sharpest and most brightest people are at these card shows right now, and I think we could do a lot of really cool things and special things at this, in the environment that's being created.
No problem. Happy to do it. Well, we're pretty much out of time here, and I will say this: if anyone brings the book, I'll be happy to sign my section. So, not that anyone wants my autograph, but again, look forward to catching you guys down there, and have a great show. I'll see you guys down there.
Thanks for having me on, Daren.
All right, no problem. That's Daniel Kim from the Keep It Aloha Collectibles Show this Friday.